Hello friends, today we will discuss about fissure in ano, that is anal fissure. What is this anal fissure? It is a longitudinal split in the anoderm of distal anal canal which extends from anal verge proximally towards but not beyond the dentate line. So in this picture you can see there is tear in the distal anal canal. This will be usually longitudinally. Most common location is posteriorly midline. Most common location is midline posteriorly. It can also be seen in anterior region. Usually anteriorly it is seen in women following a vaginal delivery. What is the cause for this anal fissure? Usually trauma via strained evacuation of hard stool causes the injury to lower anal canal causing an ulcer. Repeated passage of diarrhea also can cause fissure. So this is the mechanism. Constipation, it causes hard feces. There is tear in the anal mucosa and there will be spasm of internal sphincter and impairment of intersphincteric blood circulation, and there is impaired healing causing chronic anal fissure. What are the predisposing factors for anal fissure formation? We have this mnemonic fissure. F means feces, passage of hard feces, and ischemia, surgical procedures like hemorrhoidectomy, and sphincter hypertonia. Underlying diseases like Crohn's disease, STDs, and repeated childbirth, and enthusiastic usage of ointments and abuse of laxatives. These are the predisposing factors for the anal fissure. What are the clinical features of anal fissure? Again, there are two types like acute anal fissure and chronic anal fissure. What are the clinical features of acute anal fissure? Patient will be having severe pain during defecation. Severe pain during defecation. And there can be passage of fresh blood. Passage of fresh blood. And there can be mucus discharge also. And patient will be usually complaints of constipation and passing of hard stools. What are the features of chronic anal fissure? Patient will come with a swelling in the anal region. We can see hypertrophied anal papilla internally. Hypertrophied anal papilla internally and sentinel tag externally. This is seen internally and sentinel tag externally, between which lies the slightly indurated anal ulcer. Patient can have itching secondary to irritation from sentinel tag or mucus discharge. Patients of fissure will be having severe pain during defecation. So these are the types: acute anal fissure and chronic anal fissure. Acute pain in the anal canal, severe burning after defecation with bleeding. There is no itching around the anal opening. Severe sphincter spasm, small crack in the lower anal canal. There is no sentinel pile in acute anal fissure. PR is painful. It is very painful. So we should not do proctoscopic examination. In chronic anal fissure, there is chronic pain in the anal canal, burning after defecation with bleeding. Itching is usually present due to ulcer or hypertrophied skin, that is sentinel pile. There is sphincter spasm and sentinel pile is usually present. PR is painful. Proctoscope can be done with proper lignocaine application to the anal canal. It is said that we should not do digital rectal examination and proctoscopic examination in patients of anal fissure because it will be very painful. So this is the picture of chronic fissure. There is sentinel tag externally and there is hypertrophied anal fissula internally. So this is the ulcer in between those. So what is this sentinel pile? Sentinel means guarding. It is commonly associated with fissure in ano of chronic type, wherein the lower part of fissure skin enlarges and appears like guarding the fissure. It can cause perianal hematoma, abscess formation and discomfort. Chronic fissure is treated along with the sentinel pile. What is the treatment of this anal fissure? It includes normalization of bowel habits, fiber diet to bulk up the stool, stool softness, and adequate water. These are the general measures: adequate fluid intake, fiber-rich diet, bulb-forming agents, and stool softness, local anesthetic agents like lignocaine, seeds bath, and avoid the constipation. So we have conservative management and operative management. Nowadays, the mainstay of conservative management is topical application of drugs causing the relaxation of internal sphincter, like the drugs which release nitric oxide. It reduces the spasm and causes pain relief. What are the examples? We have glyceryl trinitrate or diltiazem, and we have botulinum toxin. This glyceryl trinitrate has side effect like headache. Most of the patient will complain of headache. What are the operative measures like Lord's dilatation? Under regional or general anesthesia, there is forceful manual sphincter dilatation to reduce the sphincter tone. Most commonly used surgery is lateral anal sphincterotomy. In this operation, the internal sphincter is divided away from the fissure, usually either right or left lateral position. This can be done under local or regional or general anesthesia. The position of patient is either lithotomy position or prone jackknife position. The main principle involved in this lateral anal sphincterotomy is internal sphincter is divided away from the fissure, either to the left side or right side. What are the complications of lateral anal sphincterotomy? Hemorrhage, hematoma, bruising, urinary retention, anal incontinence, and there can be fistula formation. So in this session, we have discussed about fissure in ano, that is anal fissure. What are the clinical features of anal fissure? What are the etiology and how to manage anal fissure? Friends, if you like this video, please click like button and share this video to your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.